Good afternoon. This is the next video. I'm probably just going to stop saying the number. I think it's 67 of 100 videos. Roger and I posted our first video in the a year of self-discovery series that we're going to do for the rest of the year, about us going back and being friends, and doing some healing work, and hopefully coming out the other side in a better place. And today I was going to talk about your circle of influence. What is your circle of influence? Who are the people that influence you? There can be hopefully not, that my brain is thinking quicker than my mouth is speaking. Hopefully it's not the TV. That's what I was going to say. Hopefully your circle of influence does not include the TV. I am of the mind that there is basically probably nothing as far as the news channels go that are real. And everyone is lying. And everyone is trying to live by someone else's rules of what's acceptable to report on and what's not, and how do you report on it. And so I'm hoping your circle of influence does not include the television news. So who's in your circle of influence? Even though my parents are passed and my sister is passed, they still are in my circle of influence, quite heavily actually the last year. And I have quite a few people that I watch on YouTube. Jordan Peterson is one. In the carnivore community, there's Dr. Paul Saladino, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Sean Baker. There's a couple of gals that I watch, and I don't watch them enough to actually remember their names. And then I have people in my life like Roger and Katerina and a few friends that are in my circle of influence. And the way I use them is to open myself up to messages. And I believe that my spirit guides in my universe speak to me through the people that I have in my inner circle. And then, as I'm going through my day, if I read something or if I see something and it really it either triggers me or it resonates with me, I stop for a minute and I think about what did it trigger, or why do I like what they said. And so your circle of influence probably, I'm thinking it probably resonates with you on some level. Otherwise it wouldn't be in your circle of influence, although some of us do and have fallen asleep at the wheel. And I don't mean literally, hopefully that's not the case, but figuratively in our lives, we tend to go on autopilot, and we allow our circles of influence to dictate to us who we should be, how we should act, what we should think, how we should speak, what we should feel. And I think all those things need to be up to discernment. Does it fit with me? Does it not fit with me? And we're all guilty of falling asleep at the wheel, falling asleep in our lives, not being awake, not paying attention, going on autopilot, not caring what happens to us or the planet or the world or people in our lives. We've all been there. And bringing yourself out of that is, I think, a skill and a tool that you can learn. If you surround yourself, if your circle of influence are people that care about you, that you allow to care about you, they can nudge you and say, hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from you, or I saw you the other day and I got some kind of feeling, something's off. So think today about who is in your circle of influence and who do you allow in to guide you and support you on this journey that we're on. So there's day 67. I will see you. I assume it's 67. We'll see. I don't know. I'm so goofy. I could easily look beforehand, and sometimes that doesn't work either. So I'm working on my goal board this week. I'm getting together with a couple gals on Friday. I would suggest you all do your own goal board. I will show you a picture of mine when I get to it. And actually, I'm changing mine to, I'm changing the name to an intention board, because I do all my planning ahead of time. I used to do goal boards where I would show up with a bunch of gals or guys and shuffle through magazines and whatnot and just kind of take whatever was there. But I've become very specific in what I want on my goal board of a year. So one of my things this year is to build a sweat lodge. And I don't think in your Better Homes and Garden you're going to find a picture of a sweat lodge. So I have had to get very specific, and my intentions are specific. So I go online and I find, and there are some magazines that I own that I get that might have, obviously Beehives would be in one of my magazines, but I don't really want to cut those up. So I've gone to making my goal boards in a different way is my point. They're very intentional, and they're actually becoming works of art, of creativity art that I have a hard time letting go of. But the 3 that are actually in my bedroom right now that are on the wall, as I get out of bed, they're on my wall right there. I'm going to move them to my office, and I'll put my new one up there. So, all right, look at your circle of influence and think about what you want on a goal board for this year. And it doesn't have to be fancy schmancy. You can just get a couple pictures and get them up there and get the board where you can see it every day. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.